Hey everybody, welcome to day 13, and today is another big day, meaning it's a little bit heady, but I'm introducing you to a process that you could use throughout your life, build on, and it's the process of inquiry around our thoughts. I'm sure that a lot of you have heard of the whole being the observer of your thoughts rather than the thinker of your thoughts, that we are actually the awareness behind the thought. And so that's not always something you can just easily access, and when something is really far out of reach for us, often it deters us from exploring it. So today I just want to introduce you to a gentle yet slightly rigorous process of inquiry around stories that we've been conditioned to. So let's be real. I'm a big thing for me is being under your own influence. And so that means just recognizing how society, our childhood, our schooling, how media, everything has shaped us and kind of formed how we see and think and feel about the world. And none of that is good or bad. I have a favorite quote. I believe it's William Shakespeare. I say it often. Nothing is either good nor bad. Only thinking makes it so. And so that kind of sums up a process of inquiry. We're going to start looking at just noticing that we've been conditioned, that we have been under a lot of times everybody's influence besides our own. And that's not good or bad. It is what it is. But it has shaped and formed the way that we think. Thoughts they're like anything else. They build momentum and they grow in a certain direction. And so oftentimes the stories that we're retelling ourselves, and especially when they're painful, are simply things that we've been conditioned into believing or conditioned into repeating. And I don't want to say through no fault of our own, but to a certain extent, softening around that, and that's why I like saying, this is a conditioning. It's learned. I've learned this so I can unlearn this. I'm not, again, good or bad for learning what I've learned. It's been in front of me. It's been in my experience. I was born in this country. I was raised in this household. How else would you expect me to end up? How else would you expect my thought life to look? Because of the things that I have uniquely lived, and everybody has that experience. So all of this emphatic lecturing is really just to say that a process of inquiry is a nice first step to begin to deconstruct some of the conditioning that might not be serving you in terms of meeting your goals. And it is a mindfulness practice. If anything else is a mindfulness practice, this is a mindfulness practice. So the process of inquiry is softening the stories that we've been telling ourselves, and it always begins with identification. So it's identifying that thought that is somewhat painful. Let me pull one up. It's like, well, I've never been good at organization, right? So that's a story that's probably not been serving me. And so sometimes they get a little more personal. I'm keeping that pretty general, but maybe the questions that I have, they're gonna have listed in the newsletter. Is this something I've been repeating for a long time? Can I see how repeating this story, I'm not good at organization and I never have been, may have caused me XYZ to choose this career, to choose this way of approaching the world? Can I see how the story that I am not good at organization, can I see how that has been benefiting me? Has it been protecting me from something? Can I see how it's been serving me? Could I see, is there a better story that I could tell instead? A better feeling story? And then one of my favorites, and this question is specifically the work of Byron Katie, so I'm going to link her in the newsletter. She's fantastic, and she's been a great teacher to me. So the question is, who would I be without this thought? Who would I be without the thought that I am bad at organization? And just feel into that. And I want you to do that throughout the day today. Maybe pick a couple stories that are real familiar to you, things you've been believing for a long time that good or bad, who knows, they're just there. They're there and they're causing you a little bit of feeling, sticky, icky feeling. So pick those out and just start an inquiry process with them when they crop up, in the morning, at whenever throughout your day. And then for our meditation today, I want to do a zoom out meditation. So this idea that we are the observer of our thoughts can be accessed sometimes easier, I think, if we start to zoom out on our lives. And so find your spot. We're going to observe. We're going to stick with 6 minutes of silent meditation. And then close your eyes, envision yourself, come into your body, feel yourself grounded, enter your body, and then start to zoom out. So you're here, you can see and feel yourself in space. You can feel the space around you. And then you take it a notch higher. And then you try to maybe exit your body as in your mind. And so you're seeing yourself from above. And then again, it just goes higher and higher. You're viewing yourself from above. And so you zoom out and maybe you're on top of your house and you can look down on yourself from your house. And then you zoom out again and you're flying through the sky and you see yourself. And then maybe you zoom out again and you notice that you're in whatever county you're in, Allegheny County. And then you zoom out again and you see the state of Pennsylvania. And then you zoom out again and you're in the United States. Zoom out again and you're on the continent of North America. And just keep zooming out and zooming out, kind of trying to detach just this mental picture in your mind of you as larger than that which sits here on this ground or on your chair or wherever you are. And as you do that, in the 6 minutes, depending how long your visualization is, with the zoom out, if you have time at the end, just try to rest in that awareness of, I am not my thoughts. I am the awareness behind my thoughts. And I really like this. It's a great tool to begin kind of a deeper, more complex process. And I thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. And it's a little bit longer, but tomorrow we're gonna chill out a little. We've been into some more heavy stuff, and tomorrow we're gonna come back down the scale and go a little bit lighter. So looking forward to it.